Hi and welcome to this video. Here I am going to show you how I converted an old box that came as a food packaging, and I converted it to this beautiful box for storing my clusters. I've been creating a lot of clusters and they've been laying around all across the place. So I wanted to create something so that I can keep all of them together, and now the clusters are really well organized into this box and can open and take it out, use it for stitching or use it in my artworks. It's really good to have this. Okay, so let's get started. Here is a box that I got as takeaway food from a South Indian restaurant. There was dosa in it, as you can see from the pictures here, and this is how it is. I've just added a bit of masking tape over here just so that these flaps stay on place, and there were few gaps here, so on all the four sides I have added a bit of masking tape. Okay, so the first step is I'm just going to cover it with gesso, but I'll not do entirely cover, but just bits and parts of it. Now for doing this, you could use the actual gesso that you have, or what I like to use is this wall paint from hardware store, and I have very less left on it, so I'm just going to use this and finish it up. So like I said, I'm not going to cover it completely because we're going to do more layers over it, but just a little bit over these colorful dark areas, just to cover it up little bit, not too much, not 100% coverage. Okay, so here is the box and it's all painted, covered in white. The inside I haven't done completely. I have left a little bit of brown showing through because I like it like this. So I wanted to keep it like that. Okay. And on the outside also I have not 100% covered. As in you can see the image, I could have covered it. Like if I do second layer of gesso, then it will be all white, pure white. But I didn't want to do that because I'm going to add a little layer of texture on top of this. But before doing that, I want to put this inside the cover because I don't want to do it on this side, on this edge, because this has to go in. So I don't want to add any texture on those sides which are going inside. I'm just going to work on these four sides and the top. And for that, I'm using, this is called acrylic wall putty. It is for wall, but I'm going to use it for this. It's something like you get this stucco effect. You can also do wait, let me just try and open this first. Yeah, so this is how this paste looks. Okay, now if you don't have that, another thing that you could do is mix gesso with plaster of Paris, and that will also give you a very good texture paste. Okay, I'm using this because it's just ready-made and I like the effect that you get with this. All right, so now I'm just going to layer it. I hope you're able to see it. See, the way I add it, it's just, you just move your knife and add it in whatsoever directions. Okay, and I let a little bit of it, raised from the surface so that it gives this beautiful texture. This is what you want. Look at this texture that happened over here. So it's really simple. Just all you have to do is move your knife and get it all across the surface. Okay, so the top is done. I just feel here it's a bit, the background is visible, so I'm just adding. So it's kind of doing the work of the gesso, plus it's giving the texture. So I think the top is done. It's really good texture. Can you see? Okay, now I'm going to repeat the same thing on the side. This is the back side, not really important, but still I'll just do it on all the sides. That's it. So now we will let this dry completely and I'll let it sit overnight and then we will come and color it. So here is the box completely dried and the texture is all dry. Look at it, how beautiful it looks. Look at all the texture, but obviously it's not really visible because it's kind of white right now, right? So now to bring out the texture, we are going to add a little color to it, okay? So you can choose any color, any dark color is fine. I am thinking of using some black and white, keeping it absolutely simple, kind of like, you know, grayish texture. I was thinking I'll probably add a little bit of Payne's gray as well. That could also be a good option. But I just wanted to try out black and white and see how it looks. And yes, another important thing for this tip is it's like a wet wipe, but except it's not wet. Is that tissue paper? It's not tissue paper. It's like a fabric tissue kind of a thing, okay, which is easy to wipe off. So let me show you a little bit what we are going to do here. So I'm going to take more of black. So while it is wet, I'm just going to go and wipe off. So I just wet it a little bit. So yeah, if you have wet wipe, that's gonna be best probably. So yes, you see the top layer is coming off and wherever the color gets in, see now you can see the texture from up above. I don't have to take it closer. So all I'm going to do is little by little, I'm just going to add the color. Mostly sticking to black rather than white. And I'm going to wipe some off. Okay, here is the box. It's completely dried with the color and it has a very gray shade. Gray is kind of like the cool tone, right? So I'm going to contrast it with some warm shades, and for that I'm going to do some collages. So these are some old book pages and I have tried to take colors of different shades, you know, and with that I'm going to contrast this gray with some brown. So here I have my glue and I'm going to apply it with a brush. So before doing this, I will just tear them off into small pieces. I don't think I need so much to cover this small box, but yeah, I think this should be good. Trying to create like different shapes with the collage pieces. These are the collage pieces that I got, and now I will start gluing it. I will not cover the textures that I like. So you see, like over here, I really love this area. So basically wherever I don't like much is where I'm going to cover it more. Okay, so here is the box with all the collages glued and dried. I really love some of these textures that has happened. And now I'm going to do, I feel, it's a bit too dark for my taste. And so I just want to add a little light to this. So I am going to add some gesso, but not with a brush. I am going to get my knife and just add a little bit of gesso on the top, just scratch it so that all of these beautiful textures, they are not covered, but I'm just going to add a little bit on the top of this so that little it becomes a little light. All of this darkness goes a little bit to the background, adds a bit of depth, and I have some light color on the top. And this way I'm also integrating the collage papers to the background. So here is the box. It's ready. It's all dried and ready for me to put my clusters inside it. One more thing I can see that after doing all the layers, the box has become really strong. It wasn't this strong, but especially after the putty, the texture, it's really hard. So look at it up close. It looks really nice, very easy to do, and convert your box, any box, into a piece of art, and good for storage, of course. I'm just going to finish it up with doing a little bit of mark making. Just add a bit of pencil marks. That's it. It's not visible much, as you can see, but I just love making a little bit of my marks. And now it's time to store all the clusters inside the box. So I've been keeping them in different boxes open like this. These are the little bigger ones, so I'm keeping them at the bottom and keeping the smaller ones on the top. And that's it. Very happy with my cluster box. I can now keep adding stitches to them and also take them out from here to work on my collages. Really happy with them all staying together. Earlier it was like in different boxes and all. So yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know if it helped you. Also, to create a box, it's a very grungy looking textured box, which I absolutely love. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.